Well, welcome everyone to the very first DUvisio Helpout, what I like to call a DU Helpout. I am your host today, Gina Gaudio-Graves, the co-founder of DUvisio, better known as the JV Queen, and I am really excited today to bring to you guys one of my JV partners, Paul Counts, who's a sponsor of the event today, as
Hi,
well
guys.
as one of our faculty members at Directions University, Lynn Hawkins, who's going to help us moderate today. I'm going to just thank our sponsors real quick. Let me see if I can do that. We've got a ton of sponsors for today. Paul is the creator of a step-by-step workshop to info product success, and he is one of our biggest sponsors here at DUvisio, as is Mike Mers and JV Notify Pro. And of course, Lynn and her P3 Academy of Social Entrepreneurship is also a sponsor. So thank you so much to all of you for all your help in getting DUvisio out to everybody.
Absolutely. Very welcome. Happy to do it.
So Lynn, would you like to tell them a little bit about our ground rules before I give you guys your proper introductions?
Well, thank you. Our ground rules are simple. We'd like for you to post any comments in the comment section in the Facebook group. I'll be moderating the Facebook group, and I'll be checking into the G Plus group to make sure that anybody that's over in G Plus looking for us finds us in the Facebook group. And any questions that you might have, any comments, please be sure to put them in a comment box. I'll be checking frequently so that we can have Gina and Paul to address anything that comes up.
And we will be inviting several of you live on air with us today. So please, the more interaction, the better. What we really want to do by the end of this hangout is to set up 4 separate joint ventures. And that means at least 8 of you, maybe more, getting connected as JV partners today. We can't do that without your interaction. So to get to the Facebook group, more specifically the post where this is streaming and where we will be looking for your comments, go to joindu.com/DU Helpout. That's D for directions, U for university, Helpout, Helpout, joindu.com/DU Helpout. So Paul is a friend, a JV partner. Paul, I'm going to let you do the honors of telling them a little bit more about yourself, and then I'll tie it together as to why I wanted you here today.
All right, that sounds great. So I've been, can you hear me okay?
I can.
Excellent. So I've actually been making money online since I was the ripe age of 16. So I've started back in 2001. So I've been at it for quite some time. Absolutely love the work from home lifestyle. I'm here at home right now, of course, running my business. Have been doing this for 16 years, like I said, and really have seen some huge, tremendous growth in my business. And joint ventures is a big part of where I'm at, and that's why Gina and I have connected really well. I've been, I'm partnered with somebody like a baseball player doing a niche product in the baseball space. I have some fitness products coming out on top of several different internet marketing partnerships that I've done. I just completed a launch with another launch partner. So I'm all about creating, profitable joint ventures, and I love that. In fact, I'm joint venturing with a group of people to create a feature film right now, and so I've just had a lot of amazing opportunities thanks to partnering up and joint venturing. So,
and like me, you don't just do one style of joint venture. You do lots of different kinds of joint ventures. Your entire business is nothing but a series of JVs, isn't it?
It pretty much is, yeah, pretty much. I mean, that's pretty much defines my business, yeah.
So for everyone who's listening, that's your first note you want to write down. There is no one kind of JV. If you've been in the internet marketing niche for very long at all, you probably know about the I mail for you, you mail for me kind of JV. Paul, that is not the kind of JVs you do exclusively, is it?
No, not at all. In fact, some of the ones that I'm doing are, pure partnerships. So we're co-creating a product. I'm working with somebody that, maybe we both have different affiliate pools that we can pull from when we do a product launch. There's, multiple different aspects that we partner up on. So, I mean, I've got, that one partnership with the real guys that there's three of us, so there's a group there. So each of us bring unique skills, abilities, and different aspects to the table. So it's all about just finding those partnerships where we can each just team up appropriately. And so plus there's the other opportunities kind of like this where we're partnering up on some things and working on I'm here on this webinar, that kind of thing, to help, and vice versa, you've helped me. And so it's kind of there's just so many different ways you can joint venture with people beyond just the I mail for you, you mail for me type stuff.
And you
Can you hear me okay?
Okay.
Did we lose
can you
Gina?
hear me?
There we go.
I'm here. I could hear you, every word of it.
Oh, okay, good deal.
I think my internet connection is a little wonky today, so if you do lose me, just keep going. I will be back.
Okay.
So you and I are doing a specific kind of JV right now, and that's really what I want to talk about today.
And so that's the integration marketing, right?
First of all.
Okay, yes, she's going in and out.
Okay, I'm going to leave and come back, guys.
Okay. No problem.
In the meantime, Paul, why don't you tell everyone a little bit about what Gina was referring to?
Yeah, Gina's talking about her integration marketing, so that's where we're partnering up, together. We're basically, I'm actually integrating some of her offers into my download pages, into, offering bonuses as a bonus. I'm offering a free month to some of her programs to get people in there, and vice versa. She's doing, a trial for my info product success training in some of her businesses where it makes sense. And so that's one aspect that she's referring to. So it's it's a really big part. And actually, it's something that I haven't done a lot of. I've been actually doing a lot of the other kind of JVs. And so when we got to talking more about this, it's actually, makes tremendous sense because you're adding value to your current customer base. And so it adds an immense amount of value. So that's what we've been working on a little bit. So yeah, we're going to be working on some of those.
I love it. And one of the things that Gina does is teach this stuff in Directions University in a way that allows her bachelor students and others learning through the Motivation to Profits, even curriculum, to understand this. Yet this is a whole nother level of creating joint ventures that I don't think the students per se have actually been exposed to. It's one thing to have a course and then bring somebody that has a book to support it. But we're talking about the larger opportunities, the bigger opportunities that allow for, the farther reach, the bigger opportunities. And so tell us a little bit about one of the ventures that you're doing now that you were describing a little earlier. We'd love to hear that.
Yeah, definitely. So we're going to be, working with some of her, so kind of like the Motivation to Profit, offering a month free for, some of my customers. And so that way they get exposure to her program, and it's a win-win because obviously being an affiliate, you make money on the back end of those kind of joint ventures, right? But it also exposes, brings my audience into, her training, but it's a free bonus, that they get a free month access, but they get really good exposure. So that's one example, is integrating that on some of my download pages, even in the follow-up emails. And so, that's one of the aspects that we're going after. And then, of course, for her, I've got my info product success training. She's going to be offering that as a trial offer into, several of her training programs where it makes sense, because a lot of people are out there trying to be infopreneurs, and so my course actually fit. So it's just about like finding that fit and then positioning it so that our audience is, all about the so basically it's a win-win for both audiences, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so that's the key, I think, to any joint venture, right? As long as everybody's winning.
I totally agree. It's all about the value for the end client. The customer who's coming to you to learn has more value by having something that Gina's offering, or vice versa. And
exactly.
That truly is what we're trying to do, is bring that added value to our customer and client base.
Most definitely. Most definitely. It looks like she's joined us again.
It does. It looks like she's still a little weird over there.
Yep.
Let me just talk to our audience for a minute. If you're out there and you're watching us on from the Facebook group, or even if you're in the G Plus group or on YouTube, why don't you put a comment somewhere and tell us where you're hanging out from? Let us know you're out there. And Gina, you're back. You want to pick it up? I had Paul to kind of walk us through an example of the integration marketing that the two of you are doing together. And we talked about the end result, the triple win actually, but the biggest win being for both your clients and customers and his. Are you there?
Yep.
Are you still trying to come in here?
Yep.
I love technology.
Yep, I do too. Yep, you never know what'll happen.
It's like the weather, right?
I'm gonna text her real quick. We can see you.
Predicting one thing and everything else is trying to happen. Okay, let's see here. Well, I know we have Terry and Robert Talltree joining us. We have Ray and Sherry Goddard joining us. Who else? If you're out there, write us a comment. We've got Sunita Pandit, who's joined us from the Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania area.
Awesome.
And Dr. Ina Gilmore has joined us. And let's see here.
Paul Henning from Charlottesville.
Sweet.
All right.
You guys can't hear me, can you?
Oh, we can hear you great now.
Oh, awesome. Oh, my goodness. So, finally, I think I'm going to have to come in on the other computer in a minute. So, I'm going to work on that while I'm talking. And in the meantime, I'm going to show a slide instead of me, just so you guys don't have to see me fussing around. But where I was going with this was integration marketing. I don't know if you guys started talking about any of that while I was gone. Did you?
We did, yeah. We did touch on it.
So did you cover what is integration marketing?
No, we were waiting for you for that one.
So what the heck is this thing we call integration marketing in the first place? It's finding a way to insert your products and services into someone else's selling system. And you know, Paul, you and I are doing something right now that they're all going to get to benefit from. That's a great example of integration marketing. So how are we making DUvisio and your program work together in a JV through integration marketing?
Yeah, so it's actually a perfect partnership, because one of my flagship trainings that I'm just wrapping up is called the Info Product Success Workshop. And so that's all about creating an info product from start to finish. And so DUvisio obviously is a platform for information marketers, for people to create products, get affiliates on board. And so it actually makes perfect sense to integrate my training into, to offer a trial version of my training, which I haven't offered to anybody else, to offer a trial version to people that are DUvisio members. And so, that way people can learn how to, have a better info product, how to write their sales copy, the whole 9 yards. It's covered in my training. So it actually works perfect because it's a perfect partnership. It's a win for those customers, and it's a win for my customers to tell them about DUvisio because they need another platform where they could sell into. And I'm all about multiple streams of income when it comes to your info products. And so if you can be out there on several other platforms, including DUvisio, it's a win-win. And so I totally believe in that. And so it just it's a great partnership for everybody, and it's one of those that we like to call a win-win. Wouldn't you agree, Gina?
I certainly would, Paul. It's my favorite kind of joint venture altogether. I love using integration marketing. Hang on, am I echoing?
No, you sound good.
I like using integration marketing better than any other kind of joint venture because it's so easy. What makes it so easy is you're inserting your stuff inside of someone else's product that's already getting traffic, that's already getting sales, rather than having to put yourself out there in a way that requires you to go out and drive all the traffic and all the sales yourself. Anytime you can actually find a way to use integration marketing. Hold on.
Good old technology.
Gotta love it. Okay, that's Gina on both computers.
Do you see my lower third? Does that come in okay, or is that reversed?
Yes.
Okay.
It's coming in great.
Okay, good deal. On my side, they show it as reverse, so I just thought I would check.
Well, there's a little button in your toolbox that is the camera with like an arrow going around it up at the top right-hand corner. If you click that, it'll turn it around.
Can you guys hear me now, Lynn?
Oh, okay,
Yes,
there it is. Okay, perfect.
No.
Yep, we can hear you.
Yes, we can hear you, Gina. All right, I'm going to turn on the comments as well so that I can...
Okay, I think you can hear me back again without an echo, right?
Yes.
Yep, we can hear you.
Oh, my goodness. I'll get this straightened out yet, guys. So anytime you find a way to go to someone who already has their own traffic, that has products that are synergistic, and insert your products within their selling system, you're really going to get a lot further, a lot faster. If we think about examples in the offline world, there are so many different examples of integration marketing offline. We see things like in the cell phone industry. Cell phones wouldn't even exist today if there weren't integration marketing joint ventures. Isn't that right, Paul?
That is so true. That is so true. Yeah, with cell phones. My son just joined me. This is the the joy of working from home, right? So
absolutely.
Yeah, cell phones. It's all about it. It is all about joint ventures. So it's all about. I mean, if you look at that's a great industry. You see how they integrate. I mean, for example, they even integrate into even the movie business. They're doing integration marketing, for example. I mean, there's umpteen number of movies where you'll see like you'll see a random bottle of Aquafina make an appearance in the movie, and that wasn't done chance, right? That was put in by intentional, right? They were integrating their products into the mix. So it does happen even in all facets, including movies, clear down to cell phone industry. I mean, that's really big with the cell phone industry. So it's big.
And the term integration marketing is a term that was coined by Mark Joyner many years ago. Mark first came up with this, back in the late 90s, I'm pretty sure. And when he did, it was really novel. He started out with a company called Roybot. It was a little affiliate link cloaker tracking system. And while it had a recurring fee to it back then, it was the only product that he really had. So he was looking for how else could he actually make more money from the same customers. And that's where he came up with integration marketing. He found synergistic products that he could add into his funnel and into the marketing flow. And he was a master at it. He didn't just use one JV partner and one product in the flow. He would use tons of them. There would be upsells and downsells that consisted of other people's products. The thank you page in the members area would have other people's products on top of that. And he would get other people, all the people whose products he was including, to include a trial of Roybot in their products, just sell it as a package. And Roybot grew really fast because of it. If you've never seen the book, Integration Marketing by Mark Joyner, you really should go and take a look at it. You'll find it at joindu.com/Mark Joyner. That's Joyner. It'll give you tons of ideas for ways to get integration marketing to grow your business. Several weeks ago, Paul and I were on a call, and we were talking about a product that Paul has, the step-by-step product system that helps people to create their first product. And Paul, you were telling me about the biggest question that you get asked from that program. What is it?
It's about their upsells. They always want to know what's the next step, So like a lot of times, even for example, the baseball product I created, we had a really good front end product created, but we're missing something on the back end, So we had to, get around and create a PLR type product to fit the back end, about the champion's mindset and a winning mindset, so it fit the audience. But it was, it's one of those things where if I had access, like most people, it's big enough for them to get their first info product out there, right? And then we're asking them to create an upsell, to create a downsell, and to have all this other stuff in place. And they spend all this time on an info product, and they want to, they want to get this info product out there. So it's one of those things that I kept hearing people, the struggle was like, hey, I need an upsell. I need to create an upsell. And so instead of them delaying launching their product, I was telling Gina, how nice would it be if they could partner up with somebody and partner up with somebody on their upsell? And how perfect would that be? And so that kind of started a whole conversation that we had.
Boy, did it ever. We had just launched DUvisio a couple of days before. And it turned out that DUvisio actually has a function built into it that I just hadn't been talking about. It makes it super easy for people to market things together in this way with integration marketing. So within a day, I'm like, you know what? I got to come up with a name for that feature because it was just a feature in the product settings. It wasn't something I had a name for. And the Insta JV funnel was born almost overnight. And that's really why we're doing the Helpout today, is to introduce you guys to the Insta JV funnel system. Let me see if I can go grab what that's going to look like. Show you what it's going to look like. There we go. So imagine for a moment that you have your products set up in DUvisio, an affiliate network, and you've got your products added to the marketplace. On your products, you have the ability to add a little badge that says Integrate JVs. And what that does is it alerts other sellers that you're open to joint ventures. when someone finds your product and says, you know, that's a really good fit with mine, I'd really like to use that as an upsell, a downsell, a bonus, or some other way, a part of a joint venture of integration marketing. They can click on that little badge, it opens a new window, and they've got two options. First, they can get your name and email address, reach out to you via email, let you know what they've got in mind for their funnel, and you can decide whether or not you want to do it or not. Option number two is the one I think most people are going to take, and that is let our certified JV brokers help arrange the funnel, contact the seller, and get back to you with the step-by-step instructions you need to set up your product. Lynn is here because she is one of our certified JV brokers. Paul, how awesome is this going to be for folks to use?
This is going to be insane for people to use. Just the fact that you can quickly, I mean, without having to think too much, you've got access to this, and then you've got access to somebody like Lynn who can say, hey, I will do this for you. And just how powerful, you know, because it's tough enough for people that are brand new just to create their first info product, and then you're asking them to form a joint venture when they're brand new, and then you're asking them to, you know, find a way to integrate with their back end and their back end funnel. And so it's a perfect setup. I absolutely love it. And for me, I think it's great too, because it takes all my products that I have that I'll eventually have out there on DUvisio. It's going to enable me to actually be selling my products across many people's, you know, many different funnels. So, you know, my product could be the back end product for 10 or 20 different launches that are going on, you know, and just to have that ability that you didn't have before is extremely powerful. That I think people need to really grasp. Available 10 to 20 different product launches. I know I said that twice. That's because I want to reiterate that. Like, that's big. That gets me excited just thinking about that. Instead of before, it was just being sold to my audience. Well, now it can be sold at the click of a button in the back of DUvisio for 10 to 20, you know, different product launches, maybe 100 different product launches. Who knows? You know, but just the fact that that can happen, that's amazing.
And the way that it's set up, if you're already working with a JV broker, and you are, aren't you, Paul?
Yeah, I work with Mike Mers as well on a lot of different things. So a lot of my different launches.
So if you are already working with a JV broker, you can set up your JV broker as the default broker on all the products that that person brokers for you with. And that way, when someone fills out that form to let a certified JV broker help, it's going to go to your JV broker and not one of the other certified JV brokers. So, Paul, that really turns it into something that makes it possible for Mike to have a lot easier time as a broker, doesn't it?
It really does. It really, really does. And, you know, that brings up a point that Lynn and I were talking, just actually towards the beginning of this, Lynn and I were talking about how these joint ventures are so important because you're creating a win-win, right? So it's a win for your customers, it's a win for you, and actually the way you're structuring it's a win for the JV broker. So it's kind of one of those win-win-wins, you know, and as long as everybody's winning, it makes sense. You know, these joint ventures make perfect sense. And, you know, that's the beauty of, you know, like where I don't have to think twice when we're talking about integrating something into my funnel and vice versa, because it's a win-win, right? Our audience is going to benefit. And also, in this case, the joint venture broker is going to benefit. So it's kind of one of those where they're going to say, well, yeah, of course I'll work with you. And I'm going to make you a priority because you have me integrated as the default broker. I mean, so there's a lot of possibilities that can come from this.
There really are. And I'm sure that as people start getting out there and using this functionality, we're going to explore so many more that you and I haven't even thought of yet. You know, the system of DUvisio was all built around JVs because of my background as a JV broker. I'm known as the JV Queen. If you don't know my story, you can go watch the video at joindu.com/Gina Intro. That's Gina Intro, INTRO. But I did JVs for years. That was my whole business. And in doing brokering, I really didn't like the I mail for you, you mail for me kinds of JVs. They just weren't leveraged enough. And
Yeah.
DUvisio came out of that. But I am certain that as you guys start using this system and you start seeing the kinds of deals that people are coming up with, it's going to take it to a level I haven't even thought about yet. Because there's so many things in DUvisio that are designed to make joint ventures even easier to do. I realized another one just this morning, Paul. What if you could set up opt-in pages that take people to download PDFs, and the PDFs would automatically have whoever the affiliate is that referred them's links in the PDFs. Would that be helpful?
More than helpful, yeah. That'd be amazing.
Use that with InstaJV funnels and integration marketing. Would that be even better?
Oh, yeah. That'd be enormous.
It does it now.
Wow. That's amazing. That's a brilliant feature.
So for those of you that are already part of DUvisio, Paul, you included, I am currently on the lookout. I need opt-in pages that allow people to opt in to get PDFs that have links to your products in them. The products can be ClickBank products. The products can be DUvisio products. Both of them will have affiliates links for both ClickBank and DUvisio in the PDF when the customer downloads it. I need at least 50 of them in the next 3 to 4 weeks. So, Paul, hopefully you can help me out.
Yes, I can come up with a few.
If anyone else watching has opt-in pages with PDFs that have links to your products in them that are on either DUvisio or ClickBank, hit me up as well. You can send it to team, T-E-A-M, at DUvisio.com. That's DUvisio.com. Team at DUvisio.com. So I want to make sure that we spend most of our time together today getting you guys connected. You're starting to see the tip of the iceberg of how DUvisio and its InstaJV funnels can really help you grow your business. But let's do this in real time and see if we can't make some connections for you guys. There are 2 different places in integration marketing that we need products for. If we think about a funnel, you've got your front-end products, you've got your back-end products. Somebody who has to have a front-end product. And Paul, when you're looking for a good JV partner that has a front-end product, what are some of the criteria you're looking for?
Yeah, so some of the criteria that I'm looking for a good front-end product, is that what you were saying?
Yep.
Yeah, so a good front-end product would be something that, it could be video-based, it could be, PDF-based, just something that really delivers good value. So anytime I'm going to offer anything to my customers, I want to make sure the value's there. So I tend to purchase a lot of products, or they'll give me a review copy, before I do the whole promoting them and endorsing them. So I'm not going to put any product, back into my, funnel or in my PDFs that I give to my audience. So it needs to be a, quality product. So those are some of the keys that I'm looking for starters, right, is a super quality product. And that's why when I create my material, I'm creating it in mind of, I want people, of course, to promote it to those kind of things, and that's why I put so much effort into creating a quality course. So quality of the product is going to be key.
And how important is it to you, if your product's going to be on the back end, that the front end product has a way to drive traffic now?
Oh, it would be enormous. Yeah, it would be enormous, because ultimately for me, the more sales that I get on that front end product, that they make on the front end product, the more people that are going to see my upsell. So, that's going to be probably key, that's going to be key right there. So, it's having a product that can send a lot of traffic, which means a lot of traffic is going to be hitting the upsell that I offer.
So for those of you that are watching and you want us to actually connect you with some JV partners, if you have a product that's got good quality, doesn't matter what the niche, it can be internet marketing, it could be personal growth, health and wellness, cooking, pets, I'm not picky. Any niche is totally fine that already has traffic. go into joindu.com/DU Helpout. Leave us a comment. We want to know what the product is, what the price point is, and who the audience is. For right now, I want those of you that already have traffic. I'm not saying that you got to have thousands of visitors hitting it every single day, but it needs to at least have the ability to make sales right now. While you're doing that, I'm going to continue talking about this a little bit. Paul, when your product's on the back end of somebody else's, do you ever promote that front end product?
Oh, you better believe it. Yeah, it definitely gets my attention.
And would you ever consider sending some of your affiliates over to promote it too?
Oh, yeah, in a heartbeat.
We do that all the time. If my stuff's on the back end, you're a perfect example. We're talking about getting my product, the bachelor's program from Directions University, on the back end of your product creation course.
Exactly.
Do I plan on promoting the heck out of it? Well, it's a bonus when you buy DUvisio's enterprise membership now, and I'm going to do even more than that. So when I'm saying that we want people who have traffic, we need it because we want to make sure that the product's proven itself. Is it going to convert? It doesn't always convert when you first put it out there, guys. As Paul and I can attest, I've got more failures than I have winners, don't you, Paul?
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely. They aren't always winners.
So we want to make sure that it's proven. But once it is proven, the people we connect you to on the back end can help drive sales. We can help drive sales. There's so many other ways of doing it. So Lynn, do we have anybody that has a product that has some traffic coming to it?
I think she's on mute.
I think she is too.
Yes, I was. Thank you. We don't have any responses yet, and I put the parameters out there so that, you know, as you continue to talk, people will be able to look at that and see what it is that you're looking for at this juncture.
Okay. So we'll try it the other way. Who has products that they want to get connected for, whether you have traffic or not, in any niche? Same parameters, Lynn. We want to know the name of the product, a little bit about the product, the price point of the product, and most important is the audience. Paul, when you're getting connected to other people's products to build a funnel, do they have to all be for the same audience, or does that not matter?
For mine, it has to be similar audience, right? So I can't throw a baseball product in with my internet marketing stuff, but you can do similar though. Like for example, for the baseball product, our upsell right now is a course called Champions Mindset, because in order to be successful at baseball, it's important that you have that champions winning mindset, right? Because it's a very mental game. So one of the upsells, I'm actually integrating, it just so happened because one of the partnerships I'm a part of, so I also have a course that we already created, I just have to do the sales copy for it now, and it's all about explosive running. So explosive running, explosive jumping, how to be more just explosive as an athlete. And this, it's a personal trainer, he created this and he works with athletes. And it's, so that product right there integrates perfectly with the baseball product, because people that play baseball, they need to have, quick burst of speed so they can get down the line or so they can steal a base, those kind of things. So it actually is going to be a perfect fit. And I actually created that had that in mind the entire time, so as I'm actually going to integrate those two products together. So they I guess they don't need to be in the exact same niche market, but they need to be somewhat similar, right? Whereas, for example, for this, so like my Info Product Success Workshop fits perfectly with DUvisio, because DUvisio's a place for people to sell their info products. And then my course teaches people how to create info. Right there, that's a great partnership.
That is. And
Yep.
this is also an opportunity to do what I like to call nicheifying a product. I'm
Yeah.
getting one of the DU Bachelor students here as an example. Her name is Virginia Parsons. She has a line of products that she has up on DUvisio now. She calls herself the Hangout Mentor. So all of her products are about Hangout marketing. And while right now they're fairly generic, if she had a JV partner who, say, marketed specifically to chiropractors, well, to create a unique version of Hangout marketing success for chiropractors is as easy as modifying the sales page, creating a new version of it. She could have another version of it for golf pros, another version of it specifically for internet marketers, one for coaches, one for lawyers. Nichifying a product is easy, guys. And Paul, how helpful would that be to get a similar market?
That would be huge. That would be very large. In fact, a brilliant marketer. He's been around for a long time. I remember hearing him say one time, like, he even would go as far as to take an info product training and actually niche it down to people that like model trains, and he would target them and say, want to make
Wow.
money with your model train hobby, and he would run ads to them and then send them to his info product course about, and just position it for model trains. So are you somebody that's a model train enthusiast and all this? Buy my course and I'll teach you how you can take your passion for model trains and turn it into an info product. And just imagine how many different niches you could go after with just that idea right there.
That is brilliant.
It is.
Holy cow.
It is. It
You know,
totally opened my mind. Yeah.
when you can niche down that specifically, it really massively increases conversions.
Yep, it
And
really does.
and do you ever have to change the entire product, or are you just changing the marketing materials, Paul?
Pretty much, for that, you would just have to change you just have to change the marketing material, because the way my course is structured now, it's talking about people finding their passion and their niche. Well, if I targeted them for model trains, obviously they already know their passion, right? If that's the sales page, so they already know what their product's going to be about. So they just have to go in and just start the other part of it. You could also, you could do a basic PDF too that you could edit, and just, hey, read me first, and say, if they found me for model trains, or if they found it for golf, for example, I could say, hey, since you're an avid golfer, we already know that you're passionate about golf. So, follow this training knowing that you're creating a golf related product. And so, that kind of thing. So it wouldn't take much to just tweak a PDF, right, that they get, and it's like a read me first type file.
That would be a piece of cake. And the
Yeah.
more you can do that inside the product through things like the PDF, the more likely that customer is going to be to go on and buy from you a second, a third, a fourth time.
Yeah.
Because
Yep.
they feel like you know them,
Definitely.
right?
Definitely. And it just creates a whole realm of possibilities.
And guys, it's never about just the first product they buy. Paul, your biggest expense has to be driving sales from new customers, right?
Yeah. Yep. Definitely. Definitely, because one of the things we do, we pay a lot in commissions too. Is you that actually opened my eyes to this as well, and I'm actually starting to do a little more paid traffic here moving forward. But we pay, when we're paying our joint venture partners 50% plus or whatever, that adds up quick. Like we've paid well over $1 million in commissions out. And I'm thinking like, wow, if I took even half of that and put that towards paid traffic, where I'd be. But we're spending, if you think of it, even though I may not be outlaying $500,000 or $1 million in paid traffic, in reality, because we've paid out that much, that's really what we ended up spending. And so, but you brought up a good point, because we're putting out so much upfront in commissions, and that's why we all do that, is for the fact that we can sell them into our coaching program. We could sell them into other things we have, and that's where actually integration marketing comes into play, because where my funnel may stop, and Gina knows that I'm short on time at with a lot of stuff I have going on, even doing the movie and everything. It's just I'm short on time to add a lot into my funnel. That's where I can integrate some of her stuff in there, where before I may not be able to offer coaching, right? And now, or personal coaching, where now I could actually offer her coaching mentorship type program in there. So there's a lot of nice synergies that work well when it comes to integration. But yeah, like she pointed out, the reason we do spend 50% commission on the front end, and or 100% in some cases, in a lot of launches, that the reason we're doing that is because we know that we're going to get these customers on a list that we can sell them into our other programs later on.
That's awesome. Lynn is telling me we have some people that have checked in. Tell us about them, Lynn. Make sure you're unmuted.
Okay. Yes, we do. We actually have Paul Henning, who has a product, Metabolic Precision Online Coaching, where he teaches it's a science-based program on how to enhance your health, energy levels, and body composition. His audience is both male and female, and he is selling some now, would like to increase his sales. So I think adding more value, giving him the opportunity with some back-end enhancements could be a way for him to add value and sell more. We've also got Pamela Wilson, who has the Healthy Glow Transformation Program. And she actually is selling, but she's looking at doing a little more. Ina Gilmore has a Mastering Caregiving Fundamentals for Caregivers program. It's designed for beginning family caregivers. And it's an online recorded course. But she adds 1-hour support coaching calls with 6 months of additional membership included. And there's a couple more, but I don't have people telling me like if they're selling already versus looking to or thinking that they may even be a better back-end kind of product.
Gotcha. Is Mark Sang here by chance?
Yes.
I see some synergy between Mark and Paul. If we can bring Mark and Paul in, that would be great.
Okay. I believe Mark is here. He's been chiming in quite a bit. So let me just connect with the two of them. You guys go on. I'll work on getting them in.
Outstanding. And Paul, for you, you're in a lot of different niches, aren't you?
Yeah, I saw several synergies there.
I had a feeling. So any particular niche that you'd like to have a JV partner that we could pull one of them in for?
Yeah, for sure. You know, because the metabolic Paul Henning's product there would be a perfect fit for the explosive training and also that fitness program that I have called Action Figure Abs. And so those are two products that we don't have. I'm working on the sales copy for, so the product's all done. And then I also have a third one called the 9-week body transformation as well. So I actually have 3 fitness products that Paul's programs would fit perfectly with.
Outstanding.
Yeah.
And what do you think about a product called Healthy Glow Transformation that's actually a phenomenal personal growth product? She's actually a one-on-one student of mine. One of the best quality websites and delivery systems I've seen in a long time, and using that specifically for caregivers.
I like that angle a lot. It's a very good niche market. So she's angling it towards people that are, caregivers. Is that what she said?
No, right now it's for everybody.
Okay.
But Ina Gilmore from Caregiving with Purpose has something specifically for caregivers. And what I'm thinking is it's a perfect example of how we might be able to get Ina to nicheify what she's doing, to have her and, not Ina, get Pamela to nicheify what she's doing to JV with Ina.
I agree. You could totally nicheify that. That's a beautiful idea. Yes, you definitely could.
So Ina and Pam get on board as well. Lynn will connect with you guys after she pulls in Paul and Mark.
Yeah, and I think, and then definitely I'm on board. I'm definitely interested in in Paul's thing as well, just for my back end, for the fitness stuff. It's amazing.
Are there any other products or topics that you're looking for JVs on right now, Paul, for things that you're doing?
Probably obviously the big one, the fitness side is, is really big. So fitness. I've got multiple fitness products, so the fitness ones are going to be big, and then actually there's a few. One I'm doing in the beauty space. It's actually, believe it or not, a product I'm creating from start to finish. It's about how to cure dark circles under eyes. It's actually the product I'm creating just to show people how you can create an info product from start to finish in my info product success training.
That's going to be a good product.
It is, yeah. So I'm actually creating it. I even did the entire thing, like, outsourcing to somebody that actually put together the whole thing. I did that in front of people. And so what's good about that, though, is that I've got, that's going to be like in the health and beauty type space, So if anybody's got products on that, I know I'm going to need an upsell for that particular program. So
I've got one. Ray and Sherry Goddard are here. They have a program for menopausal women, and that is a big problem for menopausal women, Paul.
Okay. Yep. See, that's a good fit. That's actually a really good fit.
That is a really good fit. Lynn, can you think of anybody else that we've got that one would be a good fit for? Boy, Healthy Glow Transformation's another one that would be a good fit for. You're muted, Lynn, if you're talking. I think we've got...
There we go.
There you go.
As I am looking here, not yet.
Okay.
I've seen Chiwa has a done-for-you authoring system, Chiwa Slater, and she's looking at a good deal of information, but I don't know if, I think because of the no sales yet, she'd be a good back-end product. And then Sheila Finkelstein has a product, how to use Zoom meetings for one-on-one coaching, group coaching, webinars, recordings. It's a how-to training that would definitely be a good back end. And I have sent Facebook private messages to Paul, Mark, Ina, Pamela, and Ray and Sherry Goddard. And there was someone else you mentioned, wasn't there? Or I think I got everyone.
I think you got everyone.
Yeah.
Okay,
There's
great.
Ina.
I saw Sanita actually made a comment. She said, can Paul nichify his fitness product for cardiac patients? So that's something she could maybe work with Paul Henning on or something like that.
Oh, that's a really good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, invite Anita in as well.
Okay.
Yep, I like that idea a lot. I know my particular fitness products would be a little more difficult because they're more geared towards a different level of fitness. But Paul Henning's product might be a really good fit for that.
And a different audience. Yours is for a younger audience,
exactly.
not for a cardiac audience.
Facebook private message. And if everyone upon coming in would mute themselves and pause your video. Since you've been watching, you probably are going to end up in two places. If you could just mute your audio upon coming in and then pause your video in the Motivation to Profits page, that would be perfect. You'll be set and ready.
Good job, Lynn. Thank you.
Sure.
So let's talk to Ina a little bit while we're waiting for Pam to get here. Hello, Ina.
Hi.
So this is Dr. Ina Gilmore from Caregiving with Purpose. She is a Directions University bachelor student graduate and someone that I use as an example in my teaching all the time. Ina has an award-winning site. She has been named as one of Healthline's top 25 Alzheimer's blogs. I think it's 2 or 3 years in a row now, hasn't it, Ina?
3.
And how many years in a row for one of Healthline's top health blogs?
3.
My goodness, Ina. So tell us about this particular product that you're looking for an integration marketing partner for.
Well, this program is it's a program for caregivers, And it's really a combination of a coaching program that gives them support, but there's also a lot of information in it. It gives them training, and really the whole idea behind it is to transform their caregiving from what they see as a burden to a blessing. And a lot of times with a beginning caregiver especially, caregiving is so overwhelming when they first start to do it that this is what this program helps.
So tell us about this particular product that you're trying to figure out where that noise is coming from. Who's your marketing partner for?
Okay.
Mark, you might want to mute and pause your video in Motivation to Profit. So I know, what's the price point of your product?
A combination of a coaching program that gives them support, but there's also a lot of information in it. It gives them
I know. Are
training.
you talking live?
And no, the whole idea behind it is no. That's not me live. I don't know what's going on.
I don't either. I'm trying to figure it out. All the other people are muted right now, so I don't know where that's coming from.
Maybe
Sorry
I should be
about
muted.
that, everyone. If you're just coming in, if you could pause the video in Motivation to Profit, please. You're going to listen in here instead. And also mute your microphone so that we don't have to hear the echo of the delay. That would be really helpful. I know. What's the price point of this program? Ina? Can you hear me, Ina? Lynn, can you still hear me? Or have we lost Ina, or have you guys lost me?
I think we've lost Ina.
Okay. Well, we will work on getting Ina back. Let's go to Paul. Is it Hinckley?
Henning.
Paul Henny. Let's get you unmuted. And I know Paul Counts got a little excited when he heard about your product. Tell us a little more about it, please.
Hello. Hi, Gina. Hello, everybody.
Hi
Can you hear me?
Hello.
I can.
All right. Great to be here. Hi, Paul.
Hello. Doing well, thank you.
Good. So, yeah, my product is, it's a online coaching. I also do this face-to-face in groups locally in the Charlottesville, Virginia area. But I also have the online coaching. It's a very comprehensive program. It's delivered over 12 weeks. The client signs up. They get a hard copy book manual shipped to them, and then they also have online access where they can read the manual online. Each week they're sent tasks to do, and then do some reading. There's videos that come along for further learning. They start to implement the program. I give them based on their metabolic classification, I give them a science-based structured resistance training program designed to start building lean muscle tissue in order to enhance their metabolism. And then each week they have tasks that they have to do, such as a 7-day meal record. There's accountability sheets where they keep track of metabolically precise meals. Okay, and then they send that back, so they know each week a percentage, like they got 80% of their meals correct, and then of course we keep on trying to get better and better as the weeks progress. There's a messaging system within the program where we could talk directly back and forth, and yeah, so it's very comprehensive. I've been doing this my whole life. My whole background is all my degrees, including my doctorate, is exercise physiology. I got training in advanced nutrition, supplementation training. I've been doing my own research. I've published in scientific journals in the last 4 years. So I love this stuff.
Excellent.
I love this.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Wow.
So I'm here to what I like more than anything, though, is helping people and watching them change their lives and enhancing their health so they could play with their kids and have the energy levels to play with their younger kids and just enjoy the quality of their life. So, yeah, that's a little bit about me. But great to be here, and look forward to finding out more about this, Paul.
That's
and
amazing.
What's the price point of your program?
So it's $6.99 for upfront payment, or they do a monthly payment of over 4 months of about $174. Wow. So those two options.
Okay. Wow, that's actually a really good fit for a couple of my programs. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, great to hear it. Yeah, like I said, look forward to finding out more about it. I just want to I want to thank Virginia Parsons for actually inviting me on this, and I appreciate it, Virginia, and glad to be here. Looking forward to learning more.
Excellent.
And Paul Counts, why don't you talk a little bit about how you would use Paul Henne's product in your funnels?
Yep, excuse me there, I had to sneeze. Yeah, so his actually would be a really good fit, especially for the 9-week. See, the 9-week fitness program that I'm doing, it's not really nutrition based, and so his would actually be a perfect fit for the fact that it's really heavy on more the nutrition side and making sure they're doing that accurately. So I could see that as a download page offer, and also as follow-up emails as well to customers, maybe even a potential webinar where you do a webinar with those that purchase the product. You do an occasional webinar to get them into that funnel. So I could see that being a really good fit. Once I get this thing out there and selling a little bit, we can work on that integration, because that actually would be a perfect fit, and I like that price point too. So
yeah, and as a back-end offer, I just want to talk through the thinking process that Paul Counts and I are going through as we're hearing these things. What we're looking for here is, number one, is it a good fit for the audience? Number two, how does it get used? Is it a product that drives more sales of Paul Counts' product? No, probably not so much. But if it's something that can both really deliver value for Paul Counts' customers and improve the lifetime value of those customers for Paul Counts, then it really can be a great fit. And
exactly.
To have it integrated in not just one place, but many places, why would you do that, Paul?
Because then that way you're ensuring that people see it, right? They're seeing the offer, and then if you've got multiple fitness products, it's going to maximize your profit. So if I'm going to have it in my follow-up emails, that's going to increase the likelihood that they see it there. If I'm going to put it into as a webinar, that's going to, be dedicated just to that, particular system. So that's going to get sales. And then also having it on the download page, they're going to see it. So sometimes just having it on the download page, as I've discovered on some past integrations we've done, isn't enough. It's better to have it in the follow-up email sequence as well, because people may miss it on the download page, but they may not miss it in the follow-up sequence. So there's, multiple reasons there. And one thing, I do have a question for Paul. What was your what's your commission that you pay out on that, and then what's your affiliate platform?
Yes. Hi, Paul.
Hi.
So yeah, honestly, no affiliate platform at all yet.
Okay.
I just been doing this. I just started the online coaching actually this a few months ago. And
okay.
I have a few clients, and without knowing anything about this, I'm gonna start doing it locally here, face to face. It's a whole type of separate program, but I think getting results with clients locally will actually start to enhance the online coaching. So yeah, no affiliates at all right now.
Okay.
I do sell some supplements. I guess you could kind of call that an affiliate. On my website, I posted my links on the Facebook page.
Okay.
There's a shop section which I affiliate. I sell products from a supplement company in Colorado that does research based on their products. So they've been used in research. We know they work. So they're the only ones I kind of sell on my website.
Okay.
I'm going to call you Dr. Paul, and I'm going to call Paul Counts just Paul. It'll make it a little easier for me.
Yes.
So Dr. Paul, the reason for the question is Paul wants to know, how's he going to get paid if he sells some of your products? Do you have a shopping cart that has an affiliate program built into it yet?
I do not. Not yet.
Yep.
Yeah, not yet.
Then setting it up on DUvisio would probably be a great way to do it.
Mm-hmm.
That way, Paul's going to get paid instantly on every sale. You're going to get paid instantly on every sale as well.
Yes.
What kind of commission rate are you thinking about paying on that $6.99 sale?
You know what? I this is brand new to me, so I like to get an understanding of, like, I mean, I would, I don't know, 25%. I mean, I don't know. This is I'm in a brand new open water here, so I'm learning. I have no idea how this works.
So Paul, would you be happy if I could get Dr. Paul to pay you 40%?
I'd be thrilled.
Yeah.
But it would have to obviously make, one of those things, because there's a little more personal coaching, right? So I guess for him it would need to make sense,
right.
For that, yeah.
I would recommend somewhere between 30 and 40%, given the fact that there's coaching involved, that it's on the back end, and you can always do it at 2 different commission rates depending upon where it's being placed. So I would try somewhere in that range, whatever's going to work best for both of you, Dr. Paul.
Absolutely. Yes, I agree, and I look forward to chatting some more, Paul, about it.
I'll get connected. I think I'm in that Facebook group. I'll make sure that I'm in it. I think I need to request to join.
Yeah, go ahead. Well, no, you got approved the other day, Paul.
Oh, okay, good.
I'm pretty sure you did. Double check it. If you didn't, just ask to join and I'll approve it right away.
Okay. It just says pending, but so I'll connect back with you guys in that group.
Great.
So, yep.
Sounds great.
One other place that you didn't mention, Paul, that you could easily put his product in your funnel is, and I would recommend this, immediately after they buy your product and any other upsells you've got, add this in at the end of the funnel as well.
Okay.
In doing that, what I keep finding is when they see it first as an upsell, and then they also see it on the thank you page, and then they see it in the other places you talked about, it's going to improve the conversions from all those other places by about another 20 to 30%. So it really makes sense to also add it right in the front end flow of the funnel.
That makes sense.
Those of you that are just coming in, if you wouldn't mind pausing the video that you have playing in Motivation to Profit, and I'm muting you right now so that we don't have to echo back the delayed broadcast. You can listen on in here. So for those of you that are here, anyone else see Dr. Paul's product as a good fit in your funnel? Mark saying the reason I asked you to join us is you told me about a product that you had for parents and their kids that is not the thing you're focused on right now. Dr. Paul, what age range would your product fit best for? Would it work for, say, high school and college kids?
Yes, Gina, it would. I mean, anything, I would say, from 17, 18 years old. Of course, unfortunately, in our country, the statistics are showing overweight in younger kids is happening. But our physiology is the same. Of course, it changes a little bit as we get older, and it's harder to build muscle. But the physiology and how our metabolism works and functions is the same, whether we're 18 years old or 55 years old.
So, Mark, does that sound like something you'd be interested in looking at for that product for parents and their kids? Let me get you unmuted. Nope. Still not hearing you. I'll come back to you in a few minutes. How's that? So, Paul, let's talk to Ray Goddard, who joined us a few minutes ago.
Yeah.
Hello, Ray. And you're muted, so you might want to unmute.
Gina, I think you muted Ray when he came in as well.
I unmuted him.
Okay.
Well, I thought I unmuted him.
There, how's that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There we go, Ray.
Excellent.
Jana, Paul, everybody.
Hi.
So Paul is working on a product that helps people remove dark circles under their eyes. And I think that might be an interesting fit with what you guys do at your program. Why don't you tell everybody a little about it?
Well, Jana, as you know, for the last couple of years, Sherry and I, who's right over here, put your head in, say hi.
Hi, Sherry.
Hello.
And for the last couple of years, we've been working on, not only several years now, but it was Menopause Coach. And we got some traction. We had some great, phenomenal advice and tutelage from Gina over those years. And then we took a side tour, or I took a side tour for health reasons. So we just took a break on internet marketing space. And lately, we've been wanting to get back in the game, but we wanted to do it a little bit differently. And Lynn was the one that introduced us to the course creation platform that she's been using. And we just fell in love with it. And even though I was a chiropractor for 35 years, I had a clinical practice, and I worked one-on-one with people, and then I became a businessman, then I became a business coach. So a long evolution, but what really I think is underneath all that is my ability to teach and really help people. And our market has been and continues to be menopause age women, which is the ages between 40 and 65, let's say. And we have decided to develop a menopause university. The menopause coaching site is a great site for information. It's got a lot of data. It's got a lot of support. But it doesn't really have any transformational kind of experiential product that we wanted to develop. So when Lynn came in and introduced us to the course creation platform, we decided to incorporate all that knowledge into transformational products. And since Sherry has had an extensive background as an esthetician in skincare, plus she looks fantastic for any age, we decided to make our first product, and we again developed our Vortex thanks to Gina for Menopause University into 6 pillars of what we're going to be creating. So this is the first one. We're just beginning to get started on this. So our first pillar is going to be beauty and appearance, just because Sherry has such an extensive background in health. But our twist on this is to actually develop beauty from the inside out and the outside in, and that's part of our tagline as well. So it's kind of a camouflage system for beauty, but it's also done from inside. So the first one's going to be 3 modules: the inside out module, the outside in module, and then daily routine. So that's the basis of the 3 modules. Each module will have anywhere from 5 to 6 lessons. So our approach is to help women look better, feel better, which leads into what women really want at that age, and there's a litany of things that we've created. Right now it's rather superficial, but we want to be able to take them into how to take better care of themselves. So our other pillars are going to include financial support or financial advice, relationship coaching, health and wellness, and the things that women want. So, but this is the first foray into it. So right now, what we have, our lead generating is going to be a free ebook, which is basically the Boomer's Guide to a Vibrant Skin, free secrets. And then Sherry wrote a book last year. It was called Grandma's.
Are you there?
Still there?
We just lost your sound there, Ray. Paul, just so you know, Ray and Sherry for quite some time were doing a call that was part of their low-end membership site that was called the Menagasm Call. And let me tell you, women went nutso over this call.
And that pales in comparison to, well, the book. The name of their book is Grandmas Don't Have to Have Wrinkles. A Boomer's Guide to Vibrant, Healthy Skin. And it really is focused on their niche. It's focused on bringing people into their vortex where these courses that they're talking about creating are going to be housed and sold, and their coaching program is going to be a part of that. And so the book is already done, and that's why it's kind of the two books, actually, the free ebook and this book. It's a $19.95 product sale, and it gets you into, it's their low entry into their continuity membership, where they will get coaching from them in the context of building into the rest of their offerings.
Now, Paul, that is such a perfect
That's
fit.
awesome. It really is. It really is. And this, this skincare product that I'm doing, it's, about the dark circles. It really just was me showing people how you can jump into a niche market, right? If you see demand for a niche. And so I actually went in, I've gone through the process, outlined the training, we found out, we did the research, finding out, what people struggle with in that field. So actually it's a really good fit once I start selling that, because of course I don't have a good upsell kind of thing for that particular kind of product. This is really just a product that I created to to demonstrate how to create an info product right from start to finish, and so theirs actually would be a beautiful fit.
Really is. And we were talking earlier about this new feature on DUvisio that allows you to insert affiliate links and whatnot for your affiliates in your PDFs. So
Huge.
If we take that free ebook that Ray and Sherry have, insert your products and their own products into it so that you as an affiliate can promote the free ebook, knowing that it's going to be branded with your affiliate links for your product and their product. They do the same. We get bunches of other affiliates to do the same. Their ebook then upsells into either your product or their 1995 book, and the other one on the back end of that. We just made a beautiful little funnel out of that that'll really make it a lot better for you that just had this one thing.
It will. It really will. That's the beauty of these kind of partnerships, is it really does.
It really is. Great fit. So when
love
Ray
it.
and Sherry come back, make sure that they know Paul's in on this one for sure.
Great.
And Paul, that brings up one other topic for me at least, and that is you've got the ability to generate a lot more affiliates than Ray and Sherry do. How can you help get some affiliates for getting the traffic kick-started on this funnel, if at all possible?
Can you say that one more time? I think it cut out.
Yeah, Ray and Sherry really don't have affiliates right now. You've got the ability to generate a lot of affiliates. Is there any way that you could bring some affiliates to the table to get traffic kick-started for this new little funnel?
Oh yeah, definitely. There's some connections that I have, and especially connections at certain platforms, that I can, hopefully get us some people that, can bring on those affiliates for sure.
Awesome. So guys, that's another thing to look for in an integration marketing partner. I like to think of them as assets. Each person's going to have distinctly different assets. Yep. Things like the ability to bring affiliates to the table is a giant asset. If you can find a partner that has that, you want it. You really want it, especially if you don't have that as one of your own assets.
That launch I just did with Sam England, that was that e-comics launch. That one, a different joint venture partner. So we were going through a list, and he would say, "Well, do you know this guy?" And I'm like, "No, I don't." And then I'm like, "Well, do you know this guy?" "No, we don't." So we found out by the time it was all said and done, we each had like 2 totally different pools of affiliates. So it was a good partnership.
Wow, that's a great partnership in my book.
Yep, for sure.
Awesome. So let's go back to Ina and get Ina and Pam talking here. Pam, you've got Healthy Glow Transformation. How would you like to have a version of Healthy Glow Transformation specifically for caregivers? Is that something that you think caregivers might be benefiting from? And you're muted, so let me see if I can get you unmuted, Pam. Try on your end. There you go.
Hi, can you hear me?
We can.
Great.
So nice to see you finally.
Thank you. You too.
So with Healthy Glow Transformation, would it work for caregivers?
I think it would definitely work for caregivers.
Why didn't you tell Ina a little bit about the product?
Okay. Well, I use my extensive years of training in yoga and holistic health, and I created a 12-module program, and the modules are morning rituals and meditations, superfood breath connection, natural skincare, mindfulness, fruits and vegetables, warming superfood drinks, healthy desserts, mindset, and the transformation lifestyle. So those are the modules, and within each one of those, there's video, there's PDFs, and I also offer coaching as well.
And it is a gorgeous, gorgeous program. The website on it is absolutely exquisite. What's the price point of it, Pam?
For the 12-module program without the coaching, it's $497.
And what kind of commissions do you pay on it?
I haven't really even thought about that yet.
So you're open.
Depend, yes.
So Ina, does this sound like it might be a good fit with what you're doing with the caregiving program?
Yes. As a matter of fact, it sounds like it's going to fill some holes that we have.
And where would you like to see Pam's product placed in the funnel? Would you prefer it to be on the front end, on the back end? Does it matter?
I'm thinking it's probably more on the back end, but I'm really open to suggestions.
I think it probably is a really good fit for the back end, actually. So, Pam, would you be open to creating a version of your sales page that really is specifically for caregivers?
Sure, no problem. I could do that.
So, Ina, I could see you doing exactly what we talked about with Paul. Rather than just having your product take people to Healthy Glow Transformation for caregivers as an immediate back end, also put an ad for it on the thank you page, include something in your autoresponder sequence for it, and if it really does well in those places, then even consider doing a webinar with Pam later on to get some more sales coming in. When you put it in multiple places, it's really possible to get 20 to 25% of your front-end buyers to eventually buy that back-end product. I've seen as many as 30 to 35% buy the back-end product when you really have it in multiple places. Imagine what that would do for your bottom line, Ina.
Oh, yeah, that would be great.
And Pam, if you did have access to an audience of caregivers, you'd then be able to promote Ina's product through an affiliate link, trusting that it's going to mean you making sales of your product as well. It's really great when you set up this kind of a JV, guys, because you've got the ability to kind of pool your resources, and rather than either one of you having to take on driving all the traffic by yourself, both of you come together to drive traffic to the entire funnel. When you can do that, it really does make it a lot bigger, a lot better in the long run. And it's nice for people like Pam, who are likely to have several different audiences that she's targeting. Right now, she's already working with people who are relocating. Whether they're caregivers or not, we don't know at the moment, but we do know that they're coming in from another JV partner who's a relocation expert, helping people do relocation. If you then target other audiences as well, Pam, moms and grandmas and any of the other audiences we've talked about, we can create a little system, maybe even an assessment, that asks what kind of person they are. And based on what kind of person they are, we can then link them over to a back end or a front end, depending upon how you want to do it, that really connects with them. So if you're driving traffic that is caregivers, rather than just sending them straight to your product, send them to the funnel that we just set up with Ina. If you're driving traffic that happens to be something else, go find another JV partner that we can build another funnel with that has a nichified version of Healthy Glow transformation. Paul, do you ever do that kind of thing?
That sounds...
Yes, yeah, that sounds brilliant. I absolutely love what you just laid out there. I think that's a great strategy.
Awesome. So Ina and Pam, let's connect you guys. You guys are both on bachelor's calls a lot. We can do that on one of the bachelor's calls next week and get that moving forward for you.
Sounds great. Thank you.
And Lynn, why don't you go ahead and invite Robert and Terry Talltree to come in, but I'm going to go ahead and show something on the screen. They don't have to be here if they don't want to be. I can help take care of this myself. Paul, Robert, and Terry Talltree are my dearest friends. Terry and I call one another sister. They have a product called Manifest Abundant Health, and they think it's a really, really good fit with the Dark Circles product.
Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. Yeah.
I'm going to go pull it up for you.
Excellent. Excellent.
Yeah, it's a really great fit. Robert and Terry are Native Americans, and this is a health product that is based on the wisdom of their Native American elders. And it's all about health. It's a 28-day program. It's got a daily practice every day during the 30 days of the program, and really gets people to experience health in a different way. The goal isn't to make them fix a specific problem necessarily. It's really more of a wellness program.
Okay.
I don't know why my computer is just misbehaving at the moment. I guess I'm not going to be able to show it to you. But that is definitely something that I think would be a really good fit.
Oh, yeah.
Either with the Dark Circle product on the back end or the Dark Circle product as the front end and Manifest Abundant Health on the back end. I actually think that would be a really good fit. Your Dark Circle people being taken to Manifest Abundant Health. They've got dark circles. They really need what's in that daily practice in Manifest Abundant Health.
Oh, yeah. I love that.
There we go. It finally came up. Let me show this to you. It's just a beautifully exquisite product. For all of you who are interested in thinking about using it in your own funnel, you will find it at howtoliveonpurpose.com/health. howtoliveonpurpose.com/health. And where is it in here? This is all the stuff that is in this.
Wow.
28 daily audios, a downloadable PDF. There are 4 live group coaching calls. Like I said, there's a daily practice every day for 28 days. Each week there's a different focus. Making peace with your body, self-acceptance and forgiveness, honor and respect your body, the Native American medicine wheel, and the 4 sacred directions of healthy living. Week 3 is strengthen your body, the Native American medicine wheel, and the 4 sacred directions of healthy intention. And week 4, transform your body, 4 essential steps to reclaim your sacred power. The way that they sell this is really kind of cool, Paul. You're going to appreciate this. There are 3 different packages. Package A
Nice.
is just what I just described. It's $97.
Yeah.
Package B is you don't get that. You only get a private one-on-one session with Robert and Terry Taltree for $247. And package C is A and B combined. And that really is the best customer value.
I like that.
And they're paying really nice affiliate commissions on this.
Really?
So, yeah, you're going to like the commissions. On the $97, there is a 40% affiliate commission.
Okay.
On the $247, because of the personal time involved, it is a 35% affiliate commission.
Oh, wow.
I thought you might enjoy that.
Yeah, that is really good. That's exciting. That's exciting because here's that product I didn't realize I had much of a back-end options, you know, and that fits perfect.
It really does. And we can use it same sort of places, right? The download page, the autoresponder sequence, etc.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm certain that Robert and Terry would be totally open to putting your product on the same sorts of places. They've got a great autoresponder sequence already created for this product. We can definitely get it in there. We can get it on the download page, probably even in a couple of the daily practices throughout the 28 days.
Fascinating. Fascinating. I need to hang out with your audience more often, Gina.
I know, right? Boy, oh boy, what we can do to help improve the value of your funnels, Paul.
I'm telling you, it's amazing.
And Sunita, we almost missed Sunita. Sunita and Dr. Paul need to talk, don't they? Sunita, tell us a little bit about your program and your products.
Well, my programs and my products are all in the works, but what we have is a hungry audience. We have a patient population directly being serviced by my husband, a cardiologist, of about 3,000 patients. I am working closely with a friend of mine who understands how to look at your list and make more money from your existing list. So we are calling the list so that we can actually communicate with them on an email level because our older population, not all of them have email or have texting capabilities. So you adjust for that, and so this list is getting to be probably starting out at 500 people at least that we can email or text. And what my husband wanted to do is offer preventative and nutritional cardiac care. And so being a doctor and being full-time and not having time, I said, okay, we're going to outsource that division. So that's what I'm looking for, is for programs that are already in place, and pretty much everybody has stuff that I can offer to our list that we've been talking to today, Gina. I don't know, and that we have anybody on the list too that we can't offer their products to our list.
Well, certainly Pam with Healthy Glow Transformation is definitely a good fit. I really think that Dr. Paul's product is a great fit.
Mm-hmm.
And even Paul's with the Dark Circle product is a great fit for cardiology patients.
Absolutely.
Don't they often have Dark Circle issues?
Well, anybody after the age of 50 has dark circle issues, and anybody after the age of 50 is starting to look at cardiac problems. So, Paul, you got a product that your audience is endless.
It's true. Yeah.
And it's not just the girls. Wait a minute, Paul. Let me make sure you understand. It's not just the women. It's the guys, too. They secretly want to get rid of their bags under their eyes, so we have to be able to secretly tell them it's okay to use your product.
I love it. I love it. Yep. And that's actually one of the reasons I chose that niche market when I was creating my product, you know, to teach people, like, those are the kind of niche markets you want to go after.
Uh-oh, I thought you were going to say you have dark circles you're trying to get rid of.
No, not yet. My wife, it's an issue she struggles with. So, yeah,
no,
she's
don't
always
bring your wife
looking for the
into it,
latest
okay?
solution,
Wait a
so.
minute. Be careful,
Yeah.
Paul. Don't bring your wife into this. We're only talking about you right now, okay? And you need to be prepared to prevent dark circles. So
Exactly.
that will be the next product you create.
I like that. I like that.
That's awesome. Well, thanks, Sunita. We will make sure that we get you in touch with several of the people that are here today, so that
Absolutely.
we
Thanks,
can
Very
Gina.
get you actually set up with them.
Absolutely. That'd be great.
What you're really talking about is promoting a number of products as an affiliate. And for those of you that are affiliate marketers, I really want to touch on this for just 1 minute, and Paul, you can help me out. When you're selling other people's products as an affiliate, there are always going to be so many things that are good quality that you could potentially sell to your audience. Is it a good idea to just throw them all out there and see what fits, Paul?
No, it's better to know your audience, right? So you know exactly, you're going to get the best result that way. If you're just willy-nilly throwing out a product, you know, it needs to fit, right? So, and that's where, you know, a lot of these discussions have been very helpful for a lot of people, I believe, because it's got to make sense. You know, you got to be able to angle it for your audience appropriately.
I've got thunder happening in the background, so I'm trying to mute and unmute at the same time, so that actually I'm doing that on the wrong screen, I think. Sorry about that, guys. I really can't say that strongly enough, everyone. You really want to make sure that in setting up your stuff as an affiliate, you know your audience, and you're creating a little system in a way of what you're going to walk them through. You don't have to have your own products to really serve your audience. You can do it as an affiliate, but have some structure to it. Don't just let it happen by accident. So thanks, Sunita. And the last one I want to talk to today is Dr. Mark Sang. Mark, why don't you unmute for a minute and tell us a little bit about the program you just launched?
Oh, looks like audio issues.
Still have audio issues. Darn it, Mark. Sorry about that.
Technology.
Gina, maybe for the interim, he can type some stuff into chat.
That's a great idea. What I really wanted to do was let Paul know a little bit about Mark's products. Mark just launched his very first info product. Mark is actually a teacher, and he has a degree in educational design. He's just opened a program that has a couple of different levels. There's no way to call a phone number, unfortunately, Mark. I wish there was. His membership site has a couple of different levels to it. And I think it's probably a good fit on the back end of both some of your products and some of our products at Directions University. They're really internet marketing focused.
Okay.
He's really doing a great job for a brand new product creator of getting traffic and driving sales without using affiliates. Brand spanking new, his first day of promoting, got his first sale.
Love it.
So I'll get him in touch with you after the Helpout, Paul, and you and I can see what we can do to get him into some of our stuff as well.
That sounds great. I love it. Absolutely.
So, for all of you who are here, man, that thunder's getting loud.
Wow, that's some thunder.
Wow, is that where you are, Gina?
Show you guys what the area looks like. We have the most exquisite view, and we sit here all day and watch the storms roll in from really far away. We can see about 15 miles. So you're going to get the pleasure of seeing the storm rolling in with me. I absolutely love this view. Anyway.
That's a great view.
Isn't it, though?
That's
We're
amazing.
up on the 23rd floor.
Wow.
We can see the dolphins and the manatees when the storms aren't there. They're playing down in the river behind us. It's just, we've been here since June 13th, and I can't say enough great things about what it's like to work out here on this lanai all day, every day.
Oh,
it's all screened in, so I stay dry, I stay cool because I have a ceiling fan. Great way to live, guys.
That's awesome.
So for those of you that have questions right now, what can Paul and I do to answer questions about joint ventures and about integration marketing? Anybody? If you're here on camera, you can just unmute and ask out loud. If you're in the viewing audience, pop on to joindu.com/DU Helpout. That's that post on Motivation to Profits community. Let us know what questions you've got. Go ahead, Dr. Paul.
I guess what's my first step, Gina? This all sounds interesting, and I know me and Paul made a connection, and Sunita possibly. So yeah, I guess what's the next step? I understand the concept.
It's a great question, and I'm going to let Paul tackle it first.
Yeah. Do you have your website up? I'm trying to go back through and look. You have your website going, like that has your product on it?
Yes, sir. Yes, it's really easy. I posted it on the Facebook page.
Okay.
But it's paulhenningphd.com.
Okay. Paul Henning, PhD. Okay. I'm going to pull that up here. I saw that. Okay, I do see that you'd put a link in here. Let me go down. Okay, view previous comments. Okay. It's a very active group today. I love it. Okay. So, Paul Henning. Okay, there it is. Selling. Okay, perfect. All right, let me pull that up here. I'm pulling up your website here, and I'm just going to look on this side real quick. Okay, I like that you're list building right off the bat. That's fantastic. It looks like your website's dialed in. That's awesome to see. Now, is this the online nutrition? Is that where your program's at, where you sell them on your program?
Yes, sir. Yeah, Paul. It's right on the main headings there. You'll see like a home page, and then there's one that says online nutrition.
Okay.
That explains the program, what the client gets, what they receive, how it works, and then at the bottom they could sign up and register.
Okay. Okay.
It's all through PayPal.
Excellent. Okay, so for now, since you're using PayPal already, you may as well use DUvisio, right, to set up an affiliate program. And I would say the next step would be to get this up as an affiliate. That way you can integrate with people. So Gina can talk more about DUvisio and how that'll work, but that would be one of my first steps. You might want to do a little bit. I mean, the sales copy itself, it definitely sells the program. It may be a little, like a tough sell in some regards, but it is laid out very clean. I like that. It's laid out really clean. You might eventually want to get this on like a dedicated sales type page. Is pretty much just focused on getting people to, basically just focused on this, so they're not on the other website aspect, because I think affiliates are going to like that part of it, where they're sending them straight to like a sales page. But the key part, though, is going to be get an affiliate program going for this. That's going to be big for you. So Gina can speak a little more to that.
Okay. Yes, sir. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you, Paul. And
yeah.
What you're going to want to do, and I'm just going to walk you through this on a PowerPoint to make it easier. You're going to go to joindu.com/DUvisio, DUvisio. When you first get there, on the home page, you're going to sign up, and it's a very unusual process. DUvisio has 3 kinds of accounts. There's an affiliate account, a regular seller account, and what we call an enterprise level membership account. If you wanted to sell just other people's products, you didn't want to do anything else, you're going to click on the Join Now Free. It's going to take you to fill out the registration form. On the next page, it's going to say, congratulations, maybe. It depends upon what kind of PayPal account you have. Dr. Paul, hopefully your account in PayPal is what's known as a business verified account. In order to sell your own products on DUvisio, you need to have a PayPal business verified account. If you don't have a business verified account, you cannot sell products on DUvisio at all. You can sell other people's products, but not your own. So if you did qualify, meaning you have a PayPal Business Verified account, after you fill out the form, next screen you're going to see is going to say, congratulations, you qualify to become a DUvisio seller vendor. Upgrade now. You're going to click on the button that says become a seller. You've now upgraded your account from a free affiliate to a free seller. You can still sell other people's products as an affiliate, even though your account is a seller account. But you'll now have the added ability to add your own products and services into DUvisio. Once you've done that, you're going to go to yet another opportunity to upgrade your account one more time. This time, it's going to upgrade you to Enterprise Member. As a seller, it's completely free to put your products and services on DUvisio. You pay just 6% on transactions. If you want to upgrade to the Enterprise Member, we have an introductory special right now. For just $470 a year or $47 a month, you can add additional functionality to your account. What we've talked about today with the InstaJV funnels, it's just one of the several features that you get as an Enterprise Member. Let me run through all that's available as an Enterprise Member right now. First is embedded payments. Embedded payments is the ability to actually set your products up so that with the products, it has a different kind of order form. As a normal seller, you're going to have either a text button or an image button on your sales pages. When someone clicks that link, it's going to take them to an order page. After they fill it out, it's going to take them to a PayPal login screen. They'll log into PayPal, select their funding source. After that, they get redirected to whatever the next thing is in your funnel. That's a lot of steps. That's a lot of places that people can stop and not complete the transaction. That's where embedded payments come in. With embedded payments, while they're right on your sales page, they click the order button, a little light box pop-up comes up. That little light box lets them log into their PayPal account, choose their funding source, and only after they've paid would they get redirected to the next page in your flow. Paul, how helpful is that?
Yes, that's very helpful. Thanks, Gina.
It's a big, big deal, guys.
It's a huge deal, and it's really going to boost your conversions. You know, you're not just giving lip service, you're not just saying that. You know, it really does help. You know, because anytime people are leaving your page, you are going to lose them. So, I love the embedded payments feature.
PayPal says it increases sales 14 to 23%, not conversions, sales. I've seen it increase sales as much as 28% on cases already. That's part of the Enterprise membership. In addition, there is also the ability to have, let me go back to my screen, a private marketplace. If you're an ordinary seller, you have two options. You can put your products into the marketplace, you can leave them out of the marketplace. If you want affiliates to find your products so that they can promote them, you gotta have them in a marketplace. As an Enterprise member, you have a third option. That is your own private marketplace. In the marketplace, as an ordinary seller, when you add your products are part of everybody's products. The products are ordered based on the level of conversions for each product. Those that convert best are at the top. Those that convert worst are at the bottom. As an Enterprise member, you get a private marketplace that contains your entire product line. You can use this in your marketing. When you're out on social, you can send people directly to your private marketplace so that they can see all the products that you've got to offer. You can also use that as the logout page. If you've got a membership site and people log out, take them to your private marketplace so that they can see all the other stuff that they could buy. You can be sending emails to affiliates that you have, letting them know all the other things that they can promote. That's only available if you're part of the enterprise membership. If you want to see an example of what a private marketplace looks like, go check out joindu.com/private market. And then here's the really big thing if you're an enterprise member. It's the InstaJV funnel system. While regular sellers can go in and look on DUvisio for people who have that integrated JV badge on their products, only enterprise members have the ability to add that badge to their products. Guys, I'm telling you, if you're using DUvisio for anything, you want that badge, don't you, Paul?
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's like I was talking about earlier. All of a sudden, your product now is on 5 to 10, 20, 30 different funnels, before you know it. And that's powerful, very powerful. Whereas before it was just your own funnel, that was it. Now it's a part of 5, 10 different funnels. So just imagine what that can do for your sales. That's big.
We are in the process of creating training for everyone at DUvisio. Right now, the next 5 weeks, we will be doing trainings that are open to everybody. But once those 6 weeks of trainings are done, we will continue to do trainings every week specifically for enterprise members. So that's another big reason to upgrade your account to enterprise member. When you get to that sales page, after going through those steps, joindu.com/DUvisio, you're going to see an order form, and you've got 3 options. Option number 1, you can pay $470 a year. Option number 2, you can pay $47 a month. Depends upon what you want with your budget. Option number 3 is PayPal credit. PayPal gives you the ability to pay over 6 months with 0% interest using PayPal credit. You would have to buy the $470 annual subscription, but you can take care of that over 6 months. PayPal credit only works right now if you're in the US, but that is another option, and it's like you get 2 months free when you do either the annual or the PayPal credit option. So that's your next step. Go get your account set up on DUvisio, Dr. Paul. Decide whether you want to be a regular seller or whether you want to be an actual enterprise member. I have a feeling that working with Paul and doing what we talked about, you're going to get hooked on the idea of integration marketing. And you're going to want other people to come find you to go do more integration marketing. You can do an unlimited number of integration marketing deals. Just create a new product and put it up. If you need it, an extra sales page. But there's no reason why your product can't be integrated into a dozen different people's funnels, especially when it's on the back end and you're not the one having to drive the traffic. So that's how you get started on DUvisio. Oh, I should mention bonuses, shouldn't I, Paul?
Always, yep.
So after you sign up for Enterprise, you're then taken to an opportunity to add a program from Directions University. We have something called Motivation to Profit that's a 1-year-long program. It normally sells for $497 a year or $47 a month. It is one of the best programs I have ever personally created. It's just phenomenal. And several of the people here can talk about it from firsthand experience. It has about 40-some lessons in it, taught by our over 30 different faculty members at Directions University. My favorite part of the program is our Wednesday calls. Every week on Wednesdays at 4 p.m. Eastern, we do a call that I call the Hug Seat. One person gets to volunteer. They come in, we look at who they are as a person, where they're at in their business, and where they want to go in the next 1 to 3 years and beyond. And over the course of 90 minutes to 2 hours, we work together to craft the strategic plan for how to go from where they're at to where they want to be. As a Motivation to Profit member, you personally get to volunteer to be on the Hug Seat. But you get as much out of listening to other people on the Hug Seat as you do being on it yourself. We have for-profit businesses and non-profit businesses in just about any niche you can think of. We have had people who are movie makers come in and do hug seats with us. We've had people in health and wellness, personal growth, internet marketing, service-oriented businesses, physical product businesses, offline, online, you name it. To hear over and over again how the same system gets twisted, turned, and molded to build very powerful, very profitable businesses gives you so much clarity on what to do in your own business. And when you sign up for Motivation to Profit as part of the process of going and signing up for DUvisio, instead of $497 a year, it's just a one-time $197. And yes, if you're in the US, you can use PayPal credit for that as well. And we have a complimentary strategy session with either me or my partner, Jack Humphrey. He couldn't be here today. Sometimes you even get lucky and get both of us. If you sign up as an enterprise member today, you're going to get that bonus as well. And then the really, really favorite thing that I am so excited about is Paul's bonus. Because of today's hangout, Paul and I wanted to show you guys what integration marketing looked like firsthand. This is not totally set up yet, but you're going to get it one way or the other. It's just going to be manual at the moment. When you become an enterprise member at DUvisio as a result of today's hangout, you are going to get to come into Paul's a step-by-step workshop to info product success. It's a one-week trial. Paul, tell them a little bit about that program and how that works.
Yeah, so this program, it was supposed to only be 6 modules. Oh, here we go. Can you guys hear me now?
We can.
So yeah, so this program was supposed to be 6 modules, and now we just did the 11th module just recently, and it's going to end up being probably 14 trainings before it's all said and done. It's the entire process I go through, from creating an info product, choosing that niche market, how to find what the customer wants so you create a good info product, and then one of the more important aspects that we're covering now is how to get traffic to it. I go in detail. I actually create sales copy over their shoulder. I offer templates in there, so I have all the templates that I use in my business. So my JV page templates, my my examples of like how I do JV recruitment, so like an Excel spreadsheet template. I give you the sales page template that I use. So everything is, I give you the templates that I use in my business. And it's basically the whole purpose of this program is to be my flagship course. So I created this with people in mind, knowing like I want to give this to my family or anybody else that always asks me, how I do what I do. That's why I created this course, so I can say this is exactly what I do and how you do it. And so, yeah, it's the entire, from start to finish, creating your info product, getting joint venture partners, driving paid traffic, getting free traffic, getting exposure. So it's the whole 9 yards just to get an info product going.
And for all of you who want to be doing integration marketing, how awesome to be able to get into this course and use it to create more info products to do integration marketing with.
Yeah.
Paul is an integration marketing expert. Whether you call yourself that or not, Paul, you really are.
Yeah.
You do this every day in every one of your businesses. And to be in a course that you create, they can't help but pick up on some of that, right?
Yep, you're right. That's a good point. It's very right. Yeah, and so, a lot of my business has been built around joint ventures and partnering with people, and so I even teach that in this training, how to do that, how to set that up. And DUvisio, actually, I'm going to have a module on that. I believe I'd talked to Gina about that. So one of the later modules, so it might even go to 15 modules. Who knows? I really don't know how much bigger this course is going to get. It's kind of one of those things where our current students, we have a private Facebook group too, where they're saying, hey, could you cover this? And I'm like, okay, sure, why not? But I'm not charging them more. I'm just piling on the value. And so, there's a lot of value in that training. But, and so DUvisio will have a module on that, how to use DUvisio accurately for an info product. So,
Gina, can I ask a question?
Absolutely.
This is for Paul Counts.
Yes.
You teach how to create products, right?
Yep.
For products. What about you take care of us poor people that are so busy we don't know which end is up, and we put in a request to you to say, hey, I would love to have a product like this. Do you have anybody in that field that's already doing it that I could use so that I don't have to spend the time to create it myself?
Oh, so you're saying, find somebody that can create a product for you in
Well,
that
you
niche?
have the perfect audience for it. Your students are all into making products.
I do, exactly. That's actually
incentive than to say, Mrs. Cardiology needs your help. You got to step up to the plate and get it done.
I like it. I like that idea.
Well, there's two ways of doing it, Sunita. One way is find somebody else that you can pay to create the product for you. The way I would do it is not that. I would rather go to someone who already has an ideal info product and get them to do some integration marketing. Get them to include what you really want in the product, rather than having to go and have it, something you're going to pay thousands of dollars to get. Wouldn't you think that would be the better way to do it, Paul?
Yeah, I would think so, yeah.
I think that's what I was trying to say. Paul has a student group that's learning how to create info products.
Yeah.
I'm saying look at your student group to see who's in the field that I'm in, or I have a particular niche within my niche that I need something, that he could say, hey, wait, there's somebody here already looking for this. Talk to them so you can create a product that needs to be, that somebody has an audience for you.
Sunita, that's what Insta JV funnels are.
Yep. That has that in place, yep.
I guess I'm in the right place, Gina.
Yep, you are.
I'm pretty sure you are, Sunita. Just go look for those badges when they start getting put on. The Insta JV funnel badges will be available on Tuesday, guys. They're not there yet, but they will be on Tuesday. Just go look in the marketplace and keep checking back every day. I mean, DUvisio is brand new, so there's not a ton of products in there. If you want to be one of the first because you want people finding your product, go get in there now. By Tuesday, start adding your integrated JV badges. It's going to grow quickly because of that one feature, I think. Don't you, Paul?
I agree. It's a very powerful feature. I definitely think so. I'm going to be scrambling to get my products up there.
Yeah.
And you didn't tell me to say that. I see the power of it.
And both your students and DU students should both be doing the exact same thing. This is really getting even bigger than I expected, guys. Just yesterday, I was contacted by several huge JV partners, and I didn't go out looking for them. They came finding me because they're starting to hear about DUvisio. And every single one of them is saying, my people need this. How do we get them in there quickly? So be the first. Get your products up there. As that starts to happen, you're going to be the products that they want to integrate with because they're the only ones that are there.
Yep.
So our mission here at DUvisio and at Directions University is very specific. Our mission is to help every person on the planet to live the life of their dreams. It's not a mission that I can personally accomplish. It's just not humanly possible to touch all 7.2 billion people on my own. But working with entrepreneurs like each and every one of you, helping you to more meaningfully touch the lives of your prospects and customers, we really can together touch the life of every person on this planet. So I ask simply, will you be the next entrepreneur that we help? We hope so. And that means getting started at joindu.com/DUvisio today. Now, Robert and Terry Taltree have joined us, and I want to honor your guys' time and get any last questions answered. But Robert and Terry, meet Paul Counts. We set up a great JV deal for you guys, and you weren't even here. Did you hear it?
We were watching.
We actually were here.
Hey, Paul.
Anything to add to tell Paul about Manifest Abundant Health?
We actually were watching, but we couldn't get into the
group because it was full.
It was full. So we were standing in line going, yay! We were jumping up and down.
That's awesome.
So did you agree with all that we said and want to do with Manifest Abundant Health?
Yes.
We did. It was awesome, and
Yeah.
it's a perfect fit. I'm so excited.
is.
We've got to set up a time to get together, Paul.
I was
Yeah,
just talking with the
sounds
creator, who's my best friend, this morning, saying, "Creator, could you give me a little help?" And all of a sudden, you guys almost instantaneously said, "And Robert and Terry Taltre." I said, "Wow, thanks."
That's
I have
awesome.
a feeling that Paul has a number of other products that are a good fit for a number of your other products as well, Robert and Terry. So, Paul, if it's okay, I'm just going to connect you to them.
Yeah,
You
that
guys
sounds
just
good.
need to talk.
Yep, that sounds golden. I love it.
Thank you. And Paul, I want to thank you for having that little angel sitting by your side. I don't know how he was able to
Oh.
stay so quiet while you were so engaged and giving everyone else 100% of your focus. But
Thank you.
what a sweetheart for him to let you do that. And thank you for taking time away from your family today to be with us and really share your talent here.
No problem. I appreciate it. Thank you.
And Lynn, do we have any other questions that we need to get answered?
Well, we do have Mark Sang, who is now available
Okay.
with audio, and maybe he has a question.
I don't have any questions so much. I really like the product. I've been following Paul Counts for a long time, and he's got high quality products. I would love to work with him with my Internet Marketing University. That would be excellent. Be a perfect fit. And with Dr. Paul,
Excellent.
the product that you asked about, Gina, earlier is PASOC, and that's Parent and Student Self-Advocacy Coalition. I put it together to help students get from high school to life, whether that means go to college or go on to work. It's got things for parental rights for students, parents. I'm a teacher. Got my doctorate in education, so it's got things about how to get to employment and prepare for the SAT and ACT, those kind of tests. So it has lots of information on it. I just wasn't able to find any kind of a market, and that looks like it might fit perfectly with Dr. Paul. You said that it would be a great market for that. And then this Internet Marketing University, IMU Online, with Paul Counts. And again, some of his training kind of got me going with that because a couple years ago, I took one of his courses, one of his videos, and he said, look for to make money, look for what people are trying to buy. And I just said, hey, internet marketing people are there. They're trying to buy stuff. They want to get better. And I want to help as many people like you do, Gina. I want to help as many people possible get started in this business or be able to make money however they want to, no matter what their niche is. And that's kind of what I focus my Internet Marketing University on is they can take the videos that I put together, and whether they're an offline client or own a restaurant or an attorney or something, or online, they're trying to do something online, they can find training on my site that will help them to do better, whether it's email marketing or website development or webinar marketing. It's all there.
That's awesome, Mark. Thank you so much.
Excellent.
We'll make sure that we get you hooked up.
That's
Thank you very much.
great. And then I love it. Thank you, Mark, for that. I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm. By the way, Paul, just as an aside, you live in Paulsville, correct?
That's correct, yeah. Yep, Paulsville, Washington.
SNS for about 7 years and lived down in Bremerton and Silverdale. So.
Oh, wow. Oh, my goodness. Okay, so you know the area.
Great place right down on Main Street. It's great.
Yeah, it's a great town. Yeah, very good town. That's amazing. I love it. Yep,
What a
we
small world we live in.
Really? Yeah, I'd say so.
Anyone else that's here that has a question?
Lynn said somebody had asked me to define what an info product is, so
yes.
I'll go ahead and define that. So an info product is an information product. So it's a digital product. It's a product that you're teaching people information. So any number of things, clear down to Dr. Paul's product, Mark's product, Sunita's products, Pamela's products, any of the Ron and Terry's product. So so that is what an info product is. So yeah.
An info product can also include a membership site. It can include a lot of different things. It's anything that's sold that is informational as opposed to physical product or a tool or a service.
Exactly. Yep, it definitely is.
Well, thank you all for being here. I would love, love, love to know in the Motivation to Profit community 2 things. Number 1, what is it that you're taking away from today's Hangout? How is it going to be used in your business? What is that big takeaway? And for those of you that are here, I'd love to hear from you, a couple of you at least. What are you taking away today? And the second thing I want to know in the Motivation to Profit community is, would you guys like to see us do this again? Is it helpful for us to go and show you examples of how to do JVs live in front of you, talking through the thought process behind the connections we're making? If you want us to do this again, I'm thinking about doing this at least once a month. Let us know on MTP right away at joindu.com/DU Helpout. So for those of you here, what are you taking away today?
Gina, this is Terry. I just want to share. First of all, Paul, wow, you responded that at 11:11, which is like a doorway. Energetically, that's amazing. But what I want to say about today, and yes, absolutely, I'd love to see more of these. Very powerful, because the dynamic energy of real time happening, as opposed to it's happening in my head, I have to learn about it. We're taking action immediately, and this is life, right? We're alive. This is where it's happening in the present moment. Our elders used to tell us a story, and they would say, I think you've heard me share this. My uncle said to me one day, Tate Topui, go out and bring me a stick. And I did. And he said, now break it. And I snapped it very easily. And then he said to everybody in the circle, he said, now all of you, go get a stick. And we brought them and we put them in a stack in front of him. And he said, now we will bind them together. But not with sinew, not with rope. We'll bind them together with honesty, with truth, with compassion, with wisdom, and with love. Now try to break them. He shook his head and he said, together we are strong. And he made this Indian sign language. And that's what today is about. It's that together we can have a greater impact on the world than any one of us individually can. And when what Paul was saying earlier, when it's a win-win, it's really a win-win-win. Yep. It's a circle, right? Because each of the JV partners and the end user, the consumer, the client that we're all serving gets to really benefit. So that's my takeaway, is together we are strong. Thank you so much.
Love it. That's very good.
Thank you so much, Terry. Anyone else with a takeaway? We'll do one more. It's my favorite part of the whole call, guys.
Gina, this is Sunita. Terry just said everything in her words, and I just typed it in the Motivation to Profit section in the same. It's an alignment of all of us coming together, because you had a dream 8 years ago that is now coming to fruition, and all of those people waiting to hear from all of these good products are going to finally be able to do it and get the information they need. You're well on your way, Gina, to reach 1 million people, or no, wait, every entrepreneur in this world.
Thank you so much. And Pam says she's inspired by all the ways that we can work together. You know, my heart virtue is I am committed to transformation through relationships. And you guys got to see firsthand today what that really means. It means something big to me. And joint ventures, it's transformation through relationships on multi levels. It's not just about the connection with you and your JV partner. It's you and your JV partner coming together, transforming the lives of more people than either of you could have done on your own. That's big. That's meaningful. And it changes business from just being something to make some money to really doing things to make a difference. So go out and do it, guys. I hope we get the chance to work with you at DUvisio at joindu.com/DUvisio. And see you next time. Bye, everybody.
Thanks, Gina. Thanks, Paul.
Thank you, everyone.
Oh, and I almost forgot. Remember our sponsors. Our sponsors, we couldn't be here without them. Paul Counts, a step-by-step workshop to info product success. Paul, thank you so much.
You're very
Jamie
welcome.
notified Phil and Mike first. Thank you guys as well. And Lynn Hawkins, what can I say? It is always my pleasure to have you here joining us from the P3 Academy of Social Entrepreneurship.
Thank you. I've enjoyed it, and I'm so grateful to be a part of all of this that's happening now. That's just the beginning of what we're going to see manifest. So, beautiful. Job
Paul,
well
are you game for doing this again?
I
am. I definitely am. Yep. And I think
awesome.
He is too.
Well, have a great rest of your weekend, everyone, and we'll see you all next time.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.